Have I ever played Stafford over the board? I have. I played it once in an over the board. It was an over the board USCF rated blitz tournament against an 1800 rated player. And I won in this line. This is maybe a couple years ago. My opponent played bishop c4 here. I won without too much trouble. Knight g4, castling queen h4. But that was during a time where Stafford was still like relatively unknown. But if I had the chance, I would probably play it over the board again. At least in Blitz or Rapid. Maybe in Classical, like just for the content. It would have to be against the right player though. I think I would play Stafford over the board against maybe an older player who I would suspect doesn't consume content on Twitch or YouTube. Mm. Yeah, I know there's always people asking for merch. Um, I can answer that with one number, 2021. That's my New Year's resolution. But in the time being, or for the time being, there is a merch command. You can get the banana canvas poster. Oh, I got bananas. I replenished my banana supply. They're kind of invisible, but high in fiber. Okay, let's play more games. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's a more chill stream. I'm not in rush to play games, so I'm trying to answer some questions, provide some value between games as well. Is the Stafford Gambit new or just recently popularized? It's recently popularized. It's been around for a while, um, but I'd prefer not to take most of the blame. Oh, let's play a Stafford. Oh, I still have to play King's Indian attack too. Oh, Tagi, that's a good suggestion. Tagi with saying I need a I'm not Rosen t-shirt. Oh, opponent's ready. I'm scared. Opponent's playing so quickly and confidently, but also can I do math? 1200 something points low rated than me. Is opponent gonna fall into the thing I just showed? Guess we'll see. Yeah, this is one of my favorite positions in Stafford because there's so many ways white can go wrong. Like the two most natural looking moves both kind of are just bad for white. Oh, e5. E5, it's also logical looking, but after knight g4, white can't really effectively defend f2. I feel like I've had this position maybe once or twice. There's a funny line, d4 takes, never mind. Ooh, how to do this. So there's bishop f2, king e2. Actually, bishop f2, king e2 might be bad for me, because then my knight's attacked and defending the bishop. But this is just winning the rook. At queen e2, and then I'll take the rook, and I'll be threatening queen h4, winning a pawn. Oh, yeah, I haven't done more predictions. It takes work. I think mods, if there's any mods that want to run predictions, I mean, don't overdo it, but you should have access to the predictions command. So I'm calculating this. There's a potential windmill. So imagine queen h4, g3. I I take on h2. I lose my queen. Never mind. I guess it existed even without the knight here. Yeah, that would be bad. Let's just invade white's crib. I have two pieces on the first rank before move 9. I feel like Christopher Columbus discovering new territory and just claiming it as my own. It's kind of a nice feeling, but I also feel kind of bad. But I guess that's what Thanksgiving is for. You just have to be thankful and then feast on the food. And what a position. I mean, Stafford Gambit leads to fun positions, but I haven't had something like this. I don't think ever. Yeah, now I can take the pawn because the bishop defends the queen from g1. And now the knight and bishop coordinate beautifully against g3. And the knight prevents king f2. The knight's so useful in the corner, despite controlling only 2 squares. So this game would not be complete without my favorite move, g5. And g5, the goal is to just remove the bishop and then win the pawn. And the pawn is pinned from behind. So yeah, let's start with g5. What's material? I'm up a rook. Thanks, Lichess, for telling me. Yeah, if g4, I would just take the bishop. If the bishop retreats, I will have a choice what to take with, the knight or the bishop. And probably the knight. Just facilitate some trades. There is a cool line. White could counterattack my knight. And then what I can do, I can take the bishop. I lose the knight. I take here. Yeah, it's going to happen. So I'm going to get the pawn to g3 most likely. Yeah. Now the bishop and pawn have a nice relationship. Likening myself to Columbus probably isn't the best look for me. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right about that. What's another like more respected world explorer? Marco Polo or Lewis and Clark? But those are two people. Genghis Khan, the Vikings. Yeah. Oh, Chad is so knowledgeable. Neil Armstrong, Johnny Appleseed. Some names I just haven't heard of before. Okay, so now, I mean, if my rook wasn't here and white got the rook
Hi,
to e8, it
Eric.
would be mate. But that's not real life. Also, hi, AKD 707, welcome back. You're just in time for the grand finale of this masterpiece. Pawn is ready to promote. But if I promote, then I lose the queen, so what I might do, I might leave the pawn here and then try and keep it company with another pawn. Oh, yeah, there's one explorer that's probably more famous than all the other explorers. It's Dora. Dora the Explorer. Wait, is it Explorer? Dora? No, it's Dora the Explorer, I think. Okay, let's take a pawn with check, forking the king and the pawn. I probably don't want to take this pawn because it opens e-file. Unless I do. What to do? H5, unfortunately, it's kind of too slow. It loses the h-pawn. So, I think it's time. It's time to cash in, make a queen, and then I'll be up 2 rooks, as opposed to rook, bishop, and 2 pawns for a knight. Okay. Yeah, Dora is the best explorer. And the worst explorer, I don't think anyone's said it yet. The worst explorer is Internet Explorer. I think everyone can agree. At least the people old enough to remember. No offense, Microsoft. Okay, let's keep taking pawns. Oh, can I win the game by checkmating rather than flagging? I just want to make a queen. Ooh. I mean, the bishop's always controlling. I think the bishop wants to return to its home on g1, just attacking from behind. Hmm. Okay, I'm sacrificing the bishop for a good cause. Or not. Okay, I'm seeing the potential mate. Rook h3, bishop h3 mate. It's hard to stop. It's really hard to stop. Oh, white stopped it. Do I do it? I could do it. Just for the show. Oh, I meant to under promote. But the whole point was to sack the queen and then, okay, that's mate. Okay. That was actually nice. The queen sack. That queen was very short-lived. It survived for half a move? What a game. Thanks for the game, Memo type. This whole game was just a meme of some type. That's what Memo type means, right? Oh, what are my favorite teas? If this goes on YouTube, I'll leave a link in the video description to my Amazon storefront where you can find a list of my favorite teas. You can also use the Amazon command in the Twitch chat. But shout out to future YouTube people. Hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, so just to show the opening after bishop c5, this move, and this move are all mistakes or blunders because of knight g4. And this is black's threat in this position. So the two best moves are either bishop e2 or h3, or even f3. I mean, these moves look passive, but white kind of needs to defend. And there's still traps with like all of these lines, which I've shared in previous videos. So I'll have to add this to my Stafford Gambit playlist.